This is why you should always keep your phone charged. A girl named Marissa came home from school at around 3 p.m. She walked in the door and told her mom that some random number kept calling her all day. Her mom told her the person may have the wrong number and just to ignore it. Marissa said okay and begins to do her homework. A couple hours later, she receives a phone call from the same number. Marissa answers it this time and says, "Hello?" The man then says, "We finally found you. Don't worry, bunny." Marissa begins to panic and tells her mom what just happened. Her mom's face goes blank and says, "What did the man just call you?" Marissa says, "He called me bunny." Her mom yells and says, "Grab your stuff, we need to leave." Marissa, confused, packs her things and gets into the red car. Her mom begins driving fast and turns on the radio. The radio says, "The baby named Marissa who was kidnapped in the hospital 10 years ago has been found and police are searching for a red car." Marissa looks at the woman and says, "Who are you?" The woman looks back.
What would you do if someone said this to you? Once there was a girl in Korea who got in an elevator in the apartment building that she was living in when a stranger came in and told her something that was absolutely terrifying. This stranger came into the elevator with her and tried to make some small talk. He looked at the elevator buttons and said, "Oh, I see that you live on the 14th floor. I live on the 13th floor." She gave him a friendly response and even tried to flirt a little bit. She thought that he was attractive and wondered if they would get to know each other better. But things quickly took a horrifying turn. When the elevator arrived at the 13th floor, the man got off and said, "See you soon." But as the doors closed, he pulled out a knife from his jacket and with a terrifying smile said, "Upstairs." Then he ran towards the stairs. By this time, it was too late. The elevator doors were already closed. She tried to push as many buttons as possible, but it was of no use. She was stuck inside the elevator, unable to do anything, as the elevator made its way up to the 14th floor.
Story time of how my boyfriend ended up being my stepdad. So I was dating this kid, and me and this kid had like the best relationship. He was 19 and I was 17. And I mean, we were literally always together. And my mom would always call him hot and stuff like that, but you know, I thought that's just what moms do. And I didn't think of it in that type of way. So one day my boyfriend got mad at me. And he was like, "I'm gonna F your mom, become your stepdad, and boss you around if you keep up that attitude." And I mean, who would think that he's gonna actually try to do that? And I said, "I would like to see you try." But again, we were just in a little argument, so about a month or two goes on, and I find messages from my boyfriend to my mom and vice versa. They were like sexting, and I saw things I did not want to see from my mother. So I went to go confront both of them, and I confronted my mom first, and she wouldn't tell me nothing, she just told me to get out of her face. Oh, but my boyfriend told me they have been hooking up. But he told me I was overreacting because it's just my mom. Oh, just wait till you find out what happens next. I'm running out of time, for part 2.
Take off my makeup with me. I can't wait to take this off. I'm going to be using the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse to help me out with this today. I'm going to begin by removing the eyes. Now the bald cap. Gonna grab some of the pre-cleanse. Oh, can't forget the eyelashes. Now let's get into it. I love using this stuff to remove any heavy makeup looks because it removes any waterproof product, cream product, even the glue that I'm wearing that's really strong. So effortless. I love this product. It removes everything so fast. That took 5 minutes. And it's available at Sephora, so run and get some right now, besties.
Take off my makeup with me, Rhinestone Glam Demon Edition. First the earrings and the lashes. Now the contacts. And now for the really fun part. Little baby horns. Ow. And this nasty scar wax. Ew. It's so messy and sticky and yucky. Ugh. Look at my fingers. Ew. For the horns. Ugh. Could not get this scar wax to lay right, but it was still a cool, fun, messy look. Also remembering I didn't take one freaking picture. And also my apartment people had to come over and saw me looking real crazy.
This message is for my sick best friend. If you're not her, you're still gonna wanna listen. I really do hope you feel better, but if you die, I'm gonna do your casket makeup and only give you one eyebrow. I'm gonna cut your hair and give you bangs. I'm gonna make sure the outfit you wear for all of eternity is mustard yellow. I'm gonna teach your girls to say that mommy's not in heaven, she just belongs to the streets. And last but not least, your tombstone's gonna read, "No such thing as two pretty best friends. One of them bitches always gotta be dead." So I suggest you feel better soon.
me and my girlfriend were accidentally accomplices in a crime. Emphasis on accidentally. So it's a regular ass day in the hood when I went with my girlfriend to a storage facility so she can get some things out of a storage unit. Everything is as it should have been when suddenly, as we're about to leave, we see a little dog running around the facility. It appears to be a very small, brown, Maltese, Maltipoo, whatever the fuck. Obviously, we grab the dog, we look for a collar, we don't see nothing. And we figure the owner is probably still somewhere in the facility, so we start driving around looking for him. There's only one other person in this storage facility. It's this man standing by his parked car, and he's looking around like he's looking for something. He appeared to be either moving or living out of his car because his car was like packed with shit, like to the roof. So we ask him like, hey man, is this your dog? And he goes like, oh my God, yeah, I was just looking for him. So me and my girlfriend are like, okay, great, save the day, time to go. So we go down to the little office to return, the keys or whatever. And as we're walking out, this big, huge, like buff white dude walks in. This dude is shredded. He's got like red hair. He's very intimidating, okay? As we're walking out, he walks in and he's frantic. And he's asking the people in the office like, yo, have you seen my dog? I lost my dog. Me and my girlfriend look at each other and we're like, no. But then he fucking says, it's a small brown poodle, please, has anyone seen him? Right as I was driving out of the facility, I noticed he wasn't in my back seat. He must have jumped out as I was getting my things. Please, can someone find out? Me and my girlfriend hear all this as we're walking out the door. So we stop just outside this office and we're like, yo, did we just help somebody kidnap this man's dog? We felt so fucking bad, but we had no reason to suspect the only other person in the facility who was like, oh yeah, I was just looking for my dog. The motherfucker was believable. So now we both scared because this big buff white man is scary. But we go in and we tell him exactly what happened. He is now in a full-blown panic because this wasn't even his dog. This was his girlfriend's dog. And he's like, yo, if I go home to my girlfriend without this dog, I ain't gonna have a girlfriend tomorrow. So we start looking through security footage. We find the footage of the dude, of his car, but the camera quality of the security cameras are so shit that we can't read the license plate number. So we contact the police and the race is on. Me and my girlfriend get in her car, the old boy gets in his car, and we driving. We driving all over the immediate area looking for this man's car, which was very easily identifiable because it was packed with shit, remember? So now me and my girlfriend driving around like we in Criminal Minds or some shit. If we were kidnappers, where would we go first? We've just committed a crime and it's only a matter of time before someone knows. So where do we go? Motherfucker, we live in San Diego. If we commit a crime, we going south to the border. So we start driving south. And about an hour later, we get a phone call. Suspect has been spotted in a Walmart parking lot by the border. And my girlfriend and I had been personally summoned to identify the suspect. So we go and we come to find out that this suspect has outstanding warrants against him. We were told by police that this man was, quote, a potentially dangerous man. So we had to identify him from the back of a police vehicle so that he wouldn't see us. The whole thing was fucking crazy, but the dog was safe and returned to the owner, which is what matters. Remember stranger danger, y'all.
Take off my makeup with me. As I tell you about this time, I pissed myself before I met up with a guy. So for context, I don't have any bladder issues. However, I have definitely pissed myself more as an adult than a child. And a lot of the times it has to do with me being intoxicated. I also will be chaining parts of this story up because I don't want the person to find out, and I'm going in with my Sahajans Ayurvedic blend. Like, look how much I have. I literally love this stuff. I was meeting up with this person, and before that, I was like, you know what? Let me just have a few drinks because why not? I was gonna have a drink to like ease up my emotions, and I was meeting this person up in DC. Instead of having a few drinks to just like take a shot before I get like not nervous, I ended up getting really, really drunk. And I was with a friend before I was supposed to meet up with this boy. So my friend and I get drunk, and I'm having to pee. So we end up going and trying to find a place in a bathroom to pee, and this is where things go crazy. I'm using a little water to activate this, but when we get to this bathroom, I have, you know when you see the toilet and you just have to pee a lot quicker? So that is rushing to my body, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to piss this second, and I need this, like, I need to pee. So my best friend is holding this door, and she's like, okay, make sure you pee. I'm gonna make sure nobody gets inside. And I am wearing the most confusing outfit in the world. You know, jumpsuits are cute until you have to get butt-ass naked to have to pee. And obviously, we're at this bathroom where I'm laughing because I'm now intoxicated. And you know, you're not supposed to sit on the whole toilet seat thing. And I'm like 100,000 pounds. I can't levitate. My ass is it's a really big risk for me to levitate and pee. And that day, I decided to take this risk. I am hovering over this bathroom and trying to hold my clothes at the same time, trying to piss. I come to find out during my like 16 seconds of levitation, a few of those seconds was levitating over my clothes. So after all my clothes are back on, we are like evaluating, okay, what is the damage and what has happened? Like, how much pee do I have on my body? And we realized, okay, it's not too bad. We could probably just hand dry it off. But the hand dryer, I'm pretty sure I'm 4'11", is a little higher than, it's like at my chest level. I end up propelling my legs like I'm about to twerk on this wall, and my best friend is continuously putting her hand under this hair dryer so that I can dry my vagina ass area, because I'm like, I can't go home and change my pants right now, and I literally cannot walk around with urine on myself before I meet up with this man. Meet him, he didn't make any weird remarks or comments, and I don't think I smell like urine. On the bright side, I do believe all the urine was like blow dried out, and I had a really good time, so it's a win-win-win.
Story time. Would you call this cheating? So a little background information. I was 16 and a sophomore in high school, and I was dating this guy who we're gonna call Tom, right? When we started dating, everything was super good. But a little bit into our relationship, I started to get the ick. Anything and everything he would do would literally irritate the hell out of me. So at that point, I told him that we should take a break. So we did. Well, while we were on this little break, I decided to go out with my cousin the one night. And she had brought this guy who she was talking to at the time. We're gonna call him Jake. Jake and I had the same classes in school, but we never really talked to each other. Well, I started to get to know him throughout the night, and I realized we had a lot in common. I felt like he was flirting with me, so I decided to flirt with him. When we got home, I had told her how much I really liked Jake. We ended up FaceTiming and falling asleep on the phone together. We all hung out again the next day, and I invited him back to my house, like for part 2.
Let's remove 100 layers of liquid latex makeup together. If this doesn't come off as a solid, I'm suing. I even grab a corner like it doesn't move. Oh my god.
Take off my makeup with me!
Big fake nosy. Am I the only one seeing the shape going on here? Oh my god. Voila. Oh my god. Oh my god. You are not alone. You guys, make sure to go follow me on Instagram. I will be moving country soon, so make sure to go follow me on Instagram so you don't miss out on any daily updates. And because I'm asking you politely, please. With that being said, time to head into the shower.
Story time. So once upon a time in grade 5, I was going through this really strange phenomenon where like 5 of my adult teeth decided to all come in at once. Now, I already had this really weird obsession with when I had a loose tooth, I loved to like pluck it out of my face like berries off of a vine. So as you can imagine, sitting there with 5 loose teeth in my mouth felt like I was in an orchard on a hot summer's day. My brothers had just rewatched The Exorcist with me a few nights before while babysitting, so its cinematic masterpiece was still ever fresh in my mind as I sat there not listening to my teacher drone on about numbers, secretly popping my teeth out with my tongue and letting my mouth fill with blood. Till I noticed my dear old classmate Tristane, who used to eat rulers and pick on me, was staring at me. So I looked him dead in the eyes, opened my mouth slowly and let all of the teeth and blood just dribble out onto the desk. Then I said in a low grumble, "You will die tonight." He started screaming and then I had to go to church.
Take off my makeup with me, clown edition. I can't actually see anything right now, so let me take these contacts out. If you have acrylics like me, stop pinching your contacts, please. Just use the tip of your finger and it will slide right out. Like that. Okay, these contacts are also poking me so badly. Let's take these studs off. Boop, 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 boop. These safety pins in the hair, I feel like it's gonna be the most time consuming part, honestly. Ow. I just realised I didn't take any photos. It's fine. I like to use these cloths to take my makeup off. This is all water activated paint, so it comes off super easy. Say hi! Boom. Then I just use my cleanser and do the rest of my skincare, and that's it. Have a great day.
My mom best friend raped me, story time part 2. Okay, so boom, like I said, he started rubbing on my thighs. And you know how people who are dating or into each other kind of start off slow until things progress and gets freaky? Yeah, he didn't do that, and he also didn't show no mercy. He rubbed on my thighs, and when I asked him what he was doing, he got on top of me and held me down with his strength. Then he started kissing me. I started crying, saying please stop and trying to fight back, but I couldn't get him off. He was a pretty big guy. Let me remind you guys that I am a 14-year-old little boy, and I'm pretty small for my age. He then undressed me and completely once again took advantage of me and violated me. He then threatened me and told me if I told anyone that he would hurt me. What happens next is heartbreaking. Like and follow for part 3.
To all the people who called me too much. The makeup look wasn't to make you feel good. It was for me to feel empowered. For years, I admired the work of makeup artists dominating the beauty social media world with their large, deep-set eyes and tall nose bridges, and yet not one tutorial that pleased millions of people worked for me. So I admired from afar, always being told this makeup look wasn't for me because my eyes told a different story. So I decided to alter the ways I was brought up and show off the same makeup looks that were always applauded on those deep-set eyes, but this time on mine. And with every person that tells me that's too much, that looks horrible, then proceeds to praise a makeup influencer who looks like them for doing the same look, I pushed them aside and searched for the one person in the comments of my video, buried away in the hate, who said, finally, a tutorial for me.
I was in class on Zoom. I wanted to go to sleep, honestly, because like when I'm tired, I go to sleep. I end up falling asleep and then class ends and everyone starts leaving the class. Except me, because I was like in a whole other universe at this point. I was dreaming, I was flying. At this point, me and the teacher are alone in the call. This is the best part! Then the teacher starts talking to me and he's like, Samantha, wake up. Samantha, please. Samantha, you have another class. He woke me up, but I was half awake, so I didn't really know what was going on. So I thought it was my brother waking me up, and I straight up yelled. I was like, shut up, you fat booger. And so then I realized, oh shit, I just called my teacher a fat booger. And now he scheduled a parent conference. I'm going on Monday, so I'm really excited.
This boy lied about his age just to date me. Story time. So I ran into his cousin, who just so happened to go to the same school as me. What a small world. Anyways, we start having a conversation, and she asked me, oh my god, are you dating Binky? And I was like, oh, how do you know that? Because at the time, I didn't know that she was his cousin, and he didn't go to the same school as me. So I didn't know how she would have known that. And then she tells me, oh, that's my cousin. As we're talking, she says, oh, are you gonna go to his birthday party? And I'm like, no, he actually didn't tell me he was having a birthday party. Weird. And she's like, yeah, that's really weird because it's like coming up next week. And I'm just sitting here like, well, maybe he'll tell me. He probably just had a lot on his mind. And then she says, I can't believe he's gonna be 16 already. Time flies. We're gonna throw him a sweet 16 party. After she says that, I just look at her like, you mean 18, right? Like, you said 16. I think you meant 18. Sorry, there has to be a part 3.
If the men find out we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church. Eliminate the nose. You can pretend that you have no nostrils. Men will be bewitched and hand over their wallets. Men don't like nostrils. You want to look like a pterodactyl. Men love pterodactyls. Beautiful.
Take off my makeup with me, Venom edition. I really don't want to take this off because I actually love it. Just a little disclaimer, you're probably not meant to take it off like this, but I just want to get it off as quick as I can. I'm just going to like peel it. Oh my god, look at that tooth. Ah! Oh my god, that's mad. My hair is literally rock solid on this side from hairspray. I really don't know how to go about getting the gelatin off my body because I think it's going to take ages. I'm trying to just peel it, but it really hurts, so I think I'm going to use micellar water. The micellar water's working, but it still hurts. This is awful. I resorted to the towel because I'm lazy. So I think I got all the gelatin off. Look how red I am. But I'm going to go take the rest of the face makeup off and then I'll be done.
I was raped by my mom best friend story time. Okay, so boom. I'm a 14-year-old boy who lives with my mom, and unfortunately my dad passed away. He was serving our country, and now my mom is a single mother. Now my mom kind of sucks as a mom. She really doesn't pay attention to me. She neglects me and leaves me home alone a lot while she goes out doing whatever. And she's usually out with her best friend who I knew since I was 10 years old. So my mom best friend is a man, and I actually thought my mom and him would end up together before he violated me and took advantage of me. One day my mom was out once again doing God knows what. He came over. And yes, of course he has his own keys because literally no boundaries were set by my mom. Well, I was in the living room watching a movie and he sat next to me and said, "Your mom's not gonna be back till way later." I said, okay, confused as to why he was telling me that, and said, thank you. Then he started rubbing on my thighs. Like
the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to remove this. I know I say this a lot, but I've never been so excited to take off a makeup look. Let's get to it, shall we? Eyelashes. When I tell you that these things are stuck on, like, what have I done? I genuinely don't know how to go about this. Like, it's kind of satisfying though. Makeup ASMR. Okay, scraping them off is really painful. So instead I'm gonna take a cleansing balm and I'm just gonna like massage it, hoping it gets in between all the rhinestones to loosen them up. Don't ask what I'm doing because I don't know. Oh my gosh, but I think it's working. I guess this technique is working, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. This is a goddamn mess. Ugh. I started this look at 7 p.m. It is currently 3 a.m. just to give you a little idea of how over this I am. Ow. Even in my nose. Oh. I put so much damn effort into this. I swear to God, if y'all let any videos flop, you're fake as hell. Oh my God. I look like a little superhero. Okay, I'm really scared for the eye area. Oh my God, there's so much oil in my eye right now. Oh my God. This has already taken like 20 minutes. Ow. Oh my gosh, did I show you my table? Wow. Well, I'm gonna go shower. Thank you for joining me.
This man thought he got away with something terrible he did as a kid, but he was wrong. Wunzer was a rich businessman. Let's just call him Derek. Derek was walking home from work when a boy ran up to him and started pulling on his suit. He said, "Mister, give me 1 penny." Derek shouted, "Leave me alone," and walked away. The boy was left outside freezing in the cold. The next day, the same boy was standing on the street and said, "Mister, give me 1 penny." Derek was annoyed. He threw a penny at him and said, "Here, there you go, now leave me alone." But he could have never known who this boy actually was. This time, when he got home, he started feeling uneasy. Something about these interactions interactions felt a bit weird to him. He went to bed, tried to fall asleep, but as soon as he closed his eyes, he heard a voice right up against his ear say, "Mister, give me 1 penny." Derek jumped out of bed. His wife told him to calm down, so he tried to. There was no one else in the room, but something was wrong. Derek began to remember what he did. When he was a young boy, him and his friends had done something horrible. Terrified, he went up to the attic and found his old yearbook. Then, flipping through the pages, he saw a photo. Derek thought, how was this possible? He couldn't believe what he was seeing. Follow for part 2.
Now that I've worked on this for a couple of hours, we're going to take all of this off. I broke a glass for this. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Bro, this is not coming off. Oh, my eyes are watering. Okay, I just gotta rip it off like a band-aid. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now for this baby. Oh. Now for the eyes. Got it. Ooh. And this one. Got it. Ooh. Also, side note, my tongue has never been this red in my entire life. All from fake blood. Oh, my face burns.
I think this is my favourite look I've done the whole of spooky season, but I am really excited to take it off because I've had it on for so long and I'm also quite blind in these. Just trying to loosen it with some adhesive remover so this doesn't hurt so bad. I'm not entirely sure where to start, so I think I'm just gonna rip and see what happens. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god, it came off so perfectly. It could be a mask. I forgot to record the ending, but it all successfully came off in the shower. Bye!
Am I the asshole for embarrassing my fiancé by taking off my heels at our engagement party? Disclaimer, this is not my story. My fiancé and I got engaged several days ago. He's 6'3" and I'm 5'3". He asked over and over again that I wear high heels at our engagement party. His family had hired professional photographers for the occasion. I'm not comfortable in high heels, but I decided to wear them just for his sake. He promised I would be sitting most of the time. When we arrived at the party, he had me stand for hours to welcome the guests with him. Feet and legs were on fire. I asked if I could sit, but his mother reprimanded me, saying that I'm the fiancé and I can't just sit like the party had nothing to do with me. I told my fiancé again that I was in so much pain, but he said, "Suck it up, it's almost over." I'd had enough. Took my heels off and let my feet and legs cool off. He and his mother looked at me in utter confusion. He asked me what I was doing. His mother asked that I put my heels back on, but I refused. After the party, the minute we got into the car, he flipped. He said I embarrassed him in front of his family and friends by standing barefoot even after his mother repeatedly asked me to stop. I reminded him that he said that I wouldn't be standing. That turned out not to be true. He said that because I'm short, I should be wearing high heels more often anyway. Should have sucked it up for his sake. When we got home, he went upstairs, blocked my number and refused to speak to me. Am I the asshole?
Take off my makeup with me! Pumpkin edition. I've only had this on for like a half hour, but I have a Halloween party to go to, and sadly, I cannot wear this. Imagine me walking in as like a sexy pumpkin. I can't tell you how excited I am to have this as a mask. My shoulder things are so cool too. I'm really proud of this one. Like, I made all of this stuff. Like, start with the shoulder pieces. Oh my god. This is just toilet paper and latex. Ouch. And now for the mask. I really hope this comes off in one piece. From here up is something that I made prior to doing the makeup, and then down here I actually like made with toilet paper in the moment, and I kind of just attached them. Let's take this off. Oh my god, it's ripping. It doesn't hurt that bad actually, honestly. Oh, I take that back.
Switch to this side. Oh no. Oh, it's stuck. I just have this final piece on my chin. I look so good. Oh my god. There's makeup on my teeth. You guys want to see it? This is so cool. Here's the inside, and there's like this place for your chin. But this is like pretty heavy. This is kind of cool because usually like I just do the makeup on myself, but with the masks that I keep making, like now anyone can wear my makeup. Okay, I need to stop looking like this. Oh, why is my hair pink? I literally had a swim cap on protecting my hair and managed to rip out a chunk of hair. How did I do that?